Welcome to the Solo Investor. Today we're diving into a big question. Why is it so hard for most people to become wealthy? Think about it. We're surrounded by success stories. Millionaires at 25, billionaires before 40. The headlines make it feel like riches are everywhere. But for the rest of us, wealth often feels like a mirage, always out of reach. And here's the hard truth. Becoming rich is rare. And the odds are stacked against you from the very beginning. Let's put wealth into perspective. Globally, only about 1.5% of adults have a net worth over $1 million. That means if you lined up 100 people from around the world, only one or two of them would qualify as millionaires. In the US, the odds are a little better, but still far from common. Roughly 1 in 15 Americans can call themselves millionaires. The rest? They're working, spending, saving, and still wondering why wealth feels impossible. Part of the struggle is the uneven playing field. Let's be honest, not everyone starts from the same line in this race. Some people inherit wealth, family businesses, or financial safety nets that give them a head start. Others inherit something very different. Student loans, generational poverty, or a lack of financial education. Picture this. 2 college graduates land the same $60,000 job. On paper, they're equals. But one walks in debt-free, while the other starts life with $50,000 in student loans. One is already investing, while the other is just trying to catch up. Same income, same effort. 2 completely different financial journeys. That gap makes the climb toward wealth steeper for some, and it's one of the biggest reasons becoming rich feels so out of reach for so many people. Even for people with good jobs, income doesn't always equal wealth. That's because of lifestyle inflation, the silent trap. You get a raise and suddenly the car gets upgraded, the apartment gets bigger, the vacations get pricier. On the outside, it looks like success. But at the end of the month, the savings jar is still empty. Here's the truth. Wealth isn't measured by how much money comes in. It's measured by how much you keep and how much you grow. Because a 6-figure income with nothing saved is still financial quicksand, while a modest income invested wisely can quietly build real wealth over time. Another measure is the psychology of money built in our lifestyles. Our brains are wired for instant gratification. That shiny new phone? It feels amazing the moment you buy it. Dinner out, weekend trips, impulse buys. They all deliver quick hits of happiness. But here's the problem. Those moments fade, while the money spent is gone forever. Now imagine taking that same money and putting it into an index fund. The payoff won't come today, tomorrow, or even next year. It might take 20 years before you truly feel the results. But that's the essence of wealth. It's built on delayed gratification. Think of it like planting seeds. You don't eat the fruit right away. You water, nurture, and wait. And only years later do you find yourself sitting under the shade of a tree that you planted long ago. And here's the kicker. Compounding takes time. In the early years, it feels painfully slow, almost invisible. You're saving, you're investing, but the numbers barely seem to move. And that's when most people give up. But compounding is like a snowball rolling down a hill. At first, it's small and almost unimpressive. Keep it rolling long enough, though, and suddenly in your 40s or 50s, the curve takes off. Your money begins to grow faster than you can even contribute. That's the moment when wealth starts to feel effortless. But it only comes to those patient enough to wait for the snowball to build. Wealth also demands some type of risk, but not the lottery ticket kind or flashy get-rich-quick schemes. Real risk is calculated. It looks like investing in the stock market, buying a rental property, starting a business, or building a new skill that increases your value. Here's the difference. The wealthy don't avoid risk. They manage it. They accept that sometimes they'll lose, but they know the wins can change their future. avoiding all risk might feel safe in the moment, but over time, it almost guarantees staying stuck exactly where you are. So why is it so hard to become rich? Because it demands patience in a world that worships speed. It demands discipline when everyone else gives in. And it rewards those who play the long game, not for days, but for decades. The real question isn't, why is it so hard to become rich? It's, am I willing to do the hard things that make wealth possible? If this video resonated with you, hit that like button, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. What's your biggest challenge? Saving, time, or risk? Let's talk about it. And remember, at The Solo Investor, we don't chase shortcuts. We build freedom.